Hi, readers. Welcome back to Reading Workshop. I was wondering, have you ever watched a show and right at the beginning, there's a scene that says previously on, and then you're given a review of what happened up until the moment of the new show? It's a way for you to remember the old and get ready for the new. So I was thinking about this because it reminds me of what we do as readers when we're retelling. When we're rethinking about parts of a book and retelling ourselves what happened, it's a way for us to gather our thoughts and check to see if we really understand the text. So, readers, today I want to teach you that we retell books up to the part where we're reading as a way to lay the story out for ourselves so that we can read on thinking about how the new parts of the story fit with the old, with the parts that we've already read. So I was thinking we could try this with our read aloud text, Indian Shoes. And we're going to think back to the chapter called Team Colors. This is the chapter where we discover that Ray is in need of a haircut. So when we're thinking about this particular text, we don't want to just like jump in and tell every single small detail. We want to focus on the big events leading up to where we are now. So I'm thinking about this story, and at the very beginning, Ray's hair is long and it's hard for him to see. And then he finds out that his baseball team will be playing their rivals. Hmm. Once he finds that out, Grandpa decides to take him to the barber shop. Now, you might already be thinking, you've left out a bunch of little details. Friends, whenever we're doing a retell, we want to stick to the big events of the story. And so we're thinking his hair was long. He found out he's playing the rival team. His grandpa takes him to the barber shop. The next big event in between all of those small details is that the barber shop is closed. And so Ray's grandpa decides he will cut his hair for him. Oh my goodness. And then we know that the next big event is that the cut is so bad that they decide to dye Ray's hair. Oh my gosh. Readers, do you see how I've thought through the big moments up to this point in the story? Yeah, there were a lot of small details that I left out. There's a lot of little details that could fit between each one of these moments. But when I'm retelling, it's just like when we get that review on the TV show. We need just enough to gather our thoughts, check for understanding, to then move forward with our story. Readers, when you go off to read your stories today, whether that is to yourself, with a partner, with a sibling, as you're thinking about starting that book up, maybe we can try to find a way to do some retelling. You might be retelling to yourself or to your buddy. When we do this, it's a way for us to gather our thoughts. And that is something that we will want to be doing as we think about our text moving forward. We are going to be retelling those big parts of our books that we've previously read. Readers, this is something you can do many times. You could do this at the start of a new chapter. You could do this after you've read a long chunk of text. It's also a great way to get yourself started every day before you start reading to make sure that you have your thoughts together and you're ready to go forward with understanding your book. Readers, I'm going to send you off today and I want you to think about your work plan. You've been doing some really heavy reading work. You've been giving yourself comprehension checks. You've been thinking about the mind work. You've been predicting. And now we can be retelling the big parts of our books too. So I'm going to send you off. Go off to practice these things in your books. And we can't wait to hear how it goes. Off you go.